Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex Tech and thank you for tuning in to another month's video. Now today is actually the end of March, so this PC will be coming out probably roughly April. Before that, editing and whatnot, and then having to wait, keeping the algorithm somewhat happy even though no one watches my videos. But the thing is, today we're building a sub $250 PC, and by 250 I mean Australian, not USD. And the thing is, I think these are a couple last proper deals I'm going to be finding, because prices for SSDs and hard drives are pretty easy to find still, but SSDs are incredibly expensive and RGB components in general are going skyrocketing high. The case behind me, you could of course go with cheaper cases. I mean, like Amazon one was filled with like $10, $20 cheap cases, and you could not copy me when it comes to this. I went with an expensive case because, well, I needed to have that selling factor, and any selling factor you get adds to the cost to build, but you can usually offload it into your earnings, which doesn't really all matter. So today's build comes down to 250 less, more or less. I'm of course in the price including RGB lights. At this time we're trying to inflate it because, well, American dollar is going down, but not as fast as the Australian dollar, so therefore newer components and stuff, new stuff is indeed going up. Remember, I could buy RGB light fast and free for $5. Now the cheapest I can find, it's $8, and that's a Wi-Fi edition, which will be featuring another build. And I'm not really keen on it, but I've ordered it to see what it is all about. I've also seen that NVIDIA driver downloads, AMD drivers, all these testing sites have indeed been hit pretty damn hard. Like, I'm only getting maybe 500 kilobytes of download instead of, the usual 4 to 5 megs which I get with MDN and whatnot. So this Carolina virus is really stuffing our servers up pretty bad. So without further ado, without me babbling any further, because I hate keeping you guys here, you guys want to see the build. Without further ado, roll the montage, and then we'll get into the price. So first off, we'll get into the price of the components themselves. We're building it, we're testing it, and then I'll come back and give you another useless 20 minutes of your life, because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I build PCs and that's it. So without further ado, roll the intro and we'll get right into it.
Made of gold, but don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you
Oh, and now it's time to show this PC off. Okay, so that is conclusion time, and we have to talk about the PC, of course. So first of all, I want to start talking about the case. Now, the Versa H18, the upgrade from the H17, it was extremely easy to build in. Like, I'm not even shitting you. It was genuinely, probably also thanks to the power supply and limited cables, but the Versa H18 from Thermaltake was really easy to build in. I just found myself building really quickly. Like, the entire build montage must have literally taken me maybe 45 minutes in total, including cable management. It is quite a biggish case. I don't know how many liters it is, but it is decently big. But for the value it presents itself, like for $50, I mean, you really cannot argue with it. I mean, you grab $10 RGB from Australia shipped, so you got no import taxes and whatnot, and well, you really do get yourself a really nice looking case. And of course you get RGB as well with it for, well, $60-ish, because it costs, if I'm not correct, on MSY it costs $52. So, but I have to admit, like, it was really a breeze to build in. Like, I don't even remember what I was doing. I just plopped in the motherboard, ran the cables through, then wired up the front I/O, then I put in the GPU, wired that one up, and then just crumbled just the cables close to it, and I was done. Like, no cable management hassle, no this, no that, no having to, like, you know, tuck them in and just squeeze the side panel on. It was really an easy breeze. It was really easy to build in. I'm pleasantly surprised. I think I'm going to be building in the future with those cases again. I did indeed pick up the H18 and the H17 because I was interested in seeing the difference between the H18 and the 17, and the difference is just the front I/O, the front panel. Now, unfortunately, the case does indeed feature USB 3.0, and that motherboard being, you know, pretty damn old, first generation i5 series, the i series, didn't really have USB 3.0 back then, so I've ordered a USB 3.0 adapter, and if it doesn't arrive in time before someone buys it, I'm just going to use the next build, which will be the H17, which will be with a 6th gen. But the funny thing is, the H81 motherboard I use from Gigabyte actually doesn't have the USB 3.0 with that front connector onto it. Has the rear one, has rear USB 3.0, but not the front, so I'm going to have to use an adapter for that. Doesn't matter, like $5, doesn't really matter. Yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised. This case is really, if there's a case I have to recommend, it really is that case. It's nice. You can even show off your SSDs and your hard drives as well. Your hard drives plug in like both top and bottom. Oh, the mounting system for them is so good. It's not even funny. Like, you mount these things in, then you slide it in, and it's done. The mounting mechanism for hard drive and SSD are really well thought out. It's really well thought out, and it's really easy to plonk them in. The only thing is, when you have to take the bottom hard drive off, you have to pretty much flip your case either 90 degrees or 180 and unscrew this one screw before you can plop it out. So yeah, I just screwed in because no one's going to really touch it for the next couple of years, I believe. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is the games. Now, considering that the GTX 770 is essentially the older version of the 1050 Ti, they say the 1050 Ti is the equivalent of a GTX 770, I was hoping that maybe I could squeeze medium out of a couple games and stuff like that. The only game that was able to go past low settings was Rocket League, which I didn't bother including the frame rates because Rocket League is a piece of a game to run it. Even potatoes can run it on quality settings, so I don't bother testing it anymore. But Fortnite, on high settings, we were getting over 60 FPS. We were getting a bit of stutters in the first 2 games. After that cleared up, I really don't know. But Fortnite ran really well, which is perfect, which is a perfect selling point. I already had someone offer me, asked me about Fortnite. I told him to go look at the FPS numbers at the end of the slideshow, the selling. But all the other games, including Warzone, they ran on low. They ran fine on low, but Apex Legends had to drop the quality seriously down throughout the game to maintain that 60 FPS. I know that for a fact because when I was playing, I was looking at the cylinder things that you get the items from. They were really, really badly rendered. So, the thing is, I did come second in the game, and it was an intense game. I was just going maniac. It was running fine, 60 FPS, no stutters whatsoever, but low settings really does look bad. Warzone, I shoved everything to low, including MSA, anti-aliasing, all this. I don't remember this. I just put everything lower off, and we only averaged about 43, 45. So I was not happy at all about it. I was genuinely not happy. So yeah, I had to seriously drop the price I had in mind way down to meet the expectations of someone buying this rig. Then the next thing I want to talk about was also the CPU. Now I imagine the CPU to be, Xeons are usually pretty cool. They are much better than the i7 equivalent of the first generation i5s. But damn, it got toasty. It was hitting 80 degrees and this was only clocked at 3.2 gigahertz, which really, really pisses me off. And I thought as well that cooler was supposed to, I really think the mounting pressure of that cooler was just not enough. The included bracket that comes with it, I really do not think it's enough for it. I know for a fact that I put the Snowman cooler fan at 100%. It was still hitting 80 degrees and I was not happy about it. But it works, games played, it didn't overheat, GPU was sitting around 70 degrees, so that was fine. It's an EVGA card, it'll last forever, hopefully. But yeah, it was overall it was really easy to build in. Kind of a bit disappointing. I was hoping a bit better for 250 bucks, especially the amount of money I spent for the graphics card, 50 bucks. In this price point, it's what, a fifth of the budget gone. So I was really expecting a bit better, but there's not much you can do. So yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching. I'm Max Tech. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. See you guys.